Well, New York Governor Andrew Cuomo absolutely out of control when it comes to his worship restrictions, and now a temporary restraining order being filed against him. We're going to get into all the details. Before I jump into all of that, guys, I got to give a shout out to Michael, because Michael recently became a $5 patron here at the channel, helping to support. So thank you so much, Michael. I appreciate that. And guys, you can help me out as well. If you'd like to contribute, make a monthly donation, help what I do here, you could do so over at patreon.com/conservativetruth. That link in the description will also get you access to over 20 exclusive podcasts where I talk more about sensitive information. You get the alerts for anything that goes up on Patreon, unlike YouTube, where you will not get the alerts for everything that I post because YouTube doesn't like me, and I know you guys like me. So when you get done watching me here, browse back, check what you've missed. Please like this video, share it, hit the bell, subscribe, and I wear the glasses because I'm blind. Now, let's talk about this cluster action initiative. What is this all about? Well, it's just Governor Cuomo's latest attempt to shut down houses of worship, to limit the amount of people that can attend a church service. We know that him and Mayor Bill de Blasio have been doing this since the very beginning. In fact, they've already been admonished by a New York federal judge. It was back in June when they came out and told the pair to stop discriminating against these churches, especially if you're going to allow mass numbers of protests to happen in your streets without any incident whatsoever, but you're going to tell the churches how many people they can actually have attend. That is outright discrimination. We know this, but did the governor listen? Absolutely not. It was in a press conference he had here a couple of days ago where he sat up there on his emperor's throne and he said, you know, we know that the super spreaders are really coming from the houses of worship here and the religious centers. And, you know, he targeted Jews as well. You know, he really went after all the churches in general and said that if they didn't follow the rules, he was going to come after them himself and shut the churches down, which we know is unconstitutional. He then rolls out, like I said, this new cluster initiative project, this little program here, where now they're going to be labeling certain zones with different colors. You're going to have your yellow zones, your orange zones, and your red zones. Now, if you're in the red, you're basically going to be limited to worship, no more than 10 people. Then you get into the orange, and then you're reduced to 25% capacity. If you're in the yellow, which is obviously with the lesser of the infected areas, then you would be limited at 50%. So you're still being limited no matter what. There's limits everywhere. But these are the restrictions that he's now put in place. But that's not all, because he also went after the religious schools. So those that are in red zones, those Christian schools and also Catholic schools that are in those red zones have been now closed down altogether. So they're done now, going to be having to move online or taking a temporary break until whenever the emperor decides he wants to go ahead and lift those restrictions. Well, it was the Thomas More Society that has been representing Christians all across this country ever since these tyrannical leaders started imposing these restrictions on worship. They got involved, and on Friday, they motioned for an emergency injunction, an emergency restraining order against the governor for these restrictions, demanding that they be removed immediately. They've been fighting him here every step of the way. They're doing this on behalf of other priests, of pastors, of other school kids and their parents. I mean, they have really been here in the trenches fighting for religious liberty, because we know that these, government officials, they are using this whole thing to gain power, to retain power, to hold it over the people, to be tyrants. That's what this is all about. You've always heard this expression, you never let a good crisis go to waste. They've said that to you before, and now they are actually acting out upon that. They want to make it seem like, oh no, we're not, against any of these people, but then they come out there, and they, like Cuomo, and he comes out there and he actually says that it's the religious centers, it's the houses of worship that are the problematic ones. They're not even like, he's just coming out there and telling you the truth now on how they feel. But they're all liars. That's the problem. They are all liars. We have to continue to fight for our religious liberty, for our rights as people, as Americans. Otherwise, they're gone, ladies and gentlemen. They are long gone. So I hope that the restraining order goes into effect here. If any updates come out about this, I will make sure to let you guys know. For those that are living in New York and you're a Christian, I feel for you, especially if you are being affected in any way by any of these restrictions. By the way, Governor Cuomo, before I forget, said that this new cluster initiative program, it doesn't affect any of the secular businesses. He actually said that. It's true. So those places that are considered, essential businesses, retail, all that, no restrictions there. Even if they're in a red zone, you can maintain your operation and be open. Not a problem. It's those churches, though, they're the problem. Guys, let me know what you think about this down below in the comment section. I'll have some more info on this for you in the description. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. I'll be back with more. You guys take care. Please be safe out there. God bless each and every single one of you, and I'll talk with you soon.